So this is SBA Review Lesson number 7 on multi-step percent problems. There are two strategies to solve these, using proportions and using equations. The first strategy I'm going to show you is using proportions. The Smith family went out to dinner. The price of the meal, so the total price, was $29.85. The sales tax was 6% of the meal cost. Is tax an increase or a decrease? Usually you want to note that before you even begin. And if you said increase, you're correct. The tip was 15% of the meal and the sales tax. That means that we're paying 15% of the bill after tax. And is tip going to be an increase or a decrease? And yep, it is also an increase. So how much money did the Smith family pay for the meal, including tax and tip? So let's go ahead and start first with that 6% of the meal price. So we're going to have 6 over 100, so 6%. 6 is the part that is tax. 100 is the total amount. And the meal, the total amount of the meal needs to match up with the total percent. We're just trying to find the part of that total that is tax. Now let's go ahead and use our calculators because we can use them now. And we're going to go 6 times 100. Then divide that by, whoopsies, I messed up. 6 times 29.85 cross products. And then divide that by 100. And it looks like I have $1.70 or 1.791, but I'm going to round to the nearest penny, so $1.79. So tax, we said, was an increase in price, so we need to add that to the original amount. So we have $29.85 plus $1.79. So my bill with tax is $31.64. Now this is multi-step, meaning we're going to do another step before we're done. I also need to figure out the tip, or that 15% of the meal and sales tax. So that new amount that I found, that $31.64. That's the total bill plus tax. Now I'm going to see how much tip I'll leave on the table. So I'll have 15% of the $31.64. Divide by 100. And it looks like if I round up, so if I round to the nearest penny, here's 4, and I look to the right, it's a 6, which means we're closer to having 5 pennies than having 4. So I'm going to leave $4.75. That's better because we have quarters anyways. I don't like leaving pennies. So now we're going to need to add our tip, again another increase, to the total bill. So I'm going to leave this much for my meal, this much for my tip, and that will be the whole amount that I'm going to leave on my table. So 4.75, and it looks like our total amount left on the table is $36.39. That's why sometimes it's more expensive to eat out, because you have to pay for tax and you have to pay a tip, not just for your meal. All right, so using equations, this is actually the method I prefer, but I know we have practiced proportions a lot. But the equation method means that the quantity equals the percent times the total. And let's go ahead and see what I mean by that. So we're going to look at this situation. You're buying a pair of jeans that regularly cost $50. They're on sale for 25% off, but you also need to pay a tax rate of 9%. What is the sale price of the jeans, including tax? So first, we need to figure out the quantity that is my sale amount. And is sale going to be an increase or a decrease? Yep, it's less money. We don't have to spend as much. So we're going to have to convert that 25% into a decimal and multiply it by the total or the original amount. To make a percent a decimal, you just move it 2 spots to the left. So now I can find the quantity that I'm going to save. So I'm going to have 0.25 times 50, and I'm going to save a total of $12.50. We said that was a decrease from the original price, meaning I'm going to subtract $12.50 from my original price. 50 minus $12.50. So I'm now going to get that pair of jeans that were regularly $50 for only $37.50. We like deals. Deals are good. But unfortunately, we still have to pay some money to the government. So we need to make sure we're also paying our tax on our jeans. This time, the quantity is going to be that 9% tax rate times my total of $37.50. Let's convert this percent to a decimal. We go 2 spots to the left, and I'm going to multiply $37.50 times 0.09 times the tax rate. The quantity that we spend in tax is, we have $3 and we have $3.75. So I need to decide if I'm rounding my 7 up to an 8, or do I need to just leave it and just let everything go? Well, the number to the right is 5 or higher, so I'm going to add one more to 7. And $3.38 is the amount I pay in tax. We said that that was an increase, so I need to add it to the original amount. Now this will be my total cost when I go to the register. So I got my discount applied, I'm paying my taxes, and my jeans come to $40.88. So that would be my final answer. And that concludes lesson number 7.